Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Test your might. Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat! Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Sonya. Mortal Kombat!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Reanimated. I am Vlad St. Valentine, and sitting next to me is the human representation of the Freakazoid, Mr. Joseph Bowen.
Hi.
Sitting behind the desk for the first time on a Reanimated ever is the host with the most, Mr. Caden Ramos.
How's it going?
Dude, it's great. We're so sorry that you're not on the dais here for this Reanimated. It is his show after all. He came up with the concept. Well, we promise we will try not to fuck it up too much. But he bowed on this one because it wasn't a horror movie and he has certain sensibilities and lines he just won't cross. So today we're actually going to compare and contrast the original early 90s Mortal Kombat with this new reboot that just came out on HBO Max. And this will be a little looser format. We're not going to run down scene by scene through each movie like we normally do because you guys have seen Mortal Kombat a million. If you're watching this video, you have seen Mortal Kombat a million damn times. You've played the games, you know the lore, and you were probably like me. I don't get excited about movies anymore. Do you?
It depends on what it is.
Barely ever, though. It's usually like, I'm willing to see that is usually as excited as I get. I'm willing to see it. I'm willing to commit to sitting through it for 2 hours is about the most I give.
For me, it's, I'll check it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
I got excited about this one.
I wasn't excited about it, but when I was told, hey, we're going to drink some beer and watch Mortal Kombat, do you want to come over? It's like, yeah, I like beer.
Well, I'm just still, all right. One of the reasons I give a lot of passes to a lot of the things, the movie forms of our nerddoms, even though the movies are kind of shit, is because I get pacified by watching the 5-minute clips people make of live action like Batman versus Predator on like a Bat in the Sun. Great channel, guys, if you haven't checked it out.
I think I saw that before.
Yeah, I get pacified by those where you can see a good live action version of something that was a cartoon or a comic book and someone represents it in a live action form well. You can see what this figure would look like moving in real life.
Yeah.
That's all I need sometimes to be pacified. Now, ultimately, overall, when we critique these movies, we're talking about real film. But sometimes I get at least that much pleasure out of even terrible movies, just 5 minutes of seeing this character be that character on screen. So seeing Sub-Zero and Scorpion and these characters in a better, not a better movie, but a more technologically advanced movie got me super excited just in the previews. The ice blade forming, the fight between them.
It was definitely a better portrayal of the characters than they did in the first one.
Well,
or the original one.
Okay. The characters in the first movie were not the characters of the video game. They were adaptations for a movie and they were their own thing.
Yeah, exactly. So the way they did those is kind of but at least I like what they did with them in this remake one, though, for sure. Well,
so my biggest critique for this,
I like Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
My biggest critique for this movie is almost every supporting character and the main protagonist as well. It's just a wet fart of a personality.
The main character more so than all the others.
The main character and Raiden were the most boring ones to me.
I hated the main character so much.
Liu Kang was pretty bad
worthless.
Kung Lao was pretty bad. Raiden was bad. And I'm not saying the actors are bad on whatever they had to work with. Like just their personalities were just
the
boring.
Character. Yeah, the character itself
boring.
Was. Kano was the one that stole the show, though, for sure.
Kano stole the whole damn show.
Stole the show.
But Bihan and
Hanzo.
What's the actor's name? He was in Last Samurai as well. He's the one who beat Tom Cruise's ass with a stick out in the ring.
I was about to say Tom Cruise.
No. Close, though.
Other Tom Cruise.
He's amazing.
Tom
he
Arnold.
only had 5 minutes of screen time?
Yeah, something like that.
And every second of it was captivating. Like just low down look with the thing. I wanted to watch him the entire time. I could have watched that actor the entire movie. Instead, we got you got a million damn Mortal Kombat characters. You felt the need to make up one for the movie.
Yeah,
okay, whatever.
Making up one for the movie, Had they actually turned him into like the next Scorpion or something, I'd been like, okay, I see what they're doing here. But they
Actually, that's funny when like Liu Kang comes walking over a hill. I'm like, oh, there's the actual protagonist coming walking over a random damn hill. There he is. Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy we actually.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Man's a genius. Love him.
I thought Kung Lao's portrayal was good, like the way they had him look, and
all the costumes are great. The looks
the costumes
were
are great.
But
all the action was good too. Like the fight scenes are good, but I enjoyed all the martial arts kung fu shit.
So let's start there. All right. Well, let's back it up. Actually, we're starting with personalities, right? Let's cover that real quick.
There weren't any. Next,
Raiden versus Raiden.
Oh,
comparing the movies.
Oh, still beating Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, Christopher Lambert. Sorry. Lambert.
Mm.
He's Dutch or something. I don't know. Belgian. Anyway, yeah. And you know, I know people are going to be like, well, you know, Raiden should be played by an Asian man, and yell at us for because I know we're mostly bagging on the Asian actors here, and I know people start to fucking jump on that shit. Like, that's not the case here, dude. Like, we just praised two of the other ones. What we're saying is whatever was given to these guys to act was fucking shitty. And speaking of shitty, so was Cabal. Whoever decided to do that shitty New York accent, like he was like,
I wasn't fond of Cabal at all.
No. And I love Cabal. Look was great. Accent stupid. Liu Kang, flatline. Kung Lao, slightly arrogant flatline. Raiden, oh my gosh, that guy's a fucking volume on legs, man. I want to go to sleep every time I saw him.
Yeah, he was so passive aggressive. Like,
yeah.
And Shang Tsung, I think the Shang Tsung guy, the actor who could play Shang Tsung, could have done a little more with a little more screen time.
Yeah, he had one of the better portrayals of the character, I think.
I mean, I like the original.
Yeah, well, he also had a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
He had enough time to flesh out that guy.
Plus, he has
character. He actually did things.
He's got one of those Jason Isaacs faces that looks like he's spitting all the time, like he's just ready to spit on you.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, all the time.
He always looks like he just smelled the most rancid fart ever.
They did have a pretty good cast on the original, I'll say that much. The casting was pretty good in the original.
The guy who played Liu Kang was great. He was the Mowgli in the Jungle Book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Robin Chow.
And he was also in
Chow?
Yeah, I think so.
Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yep.
With Chris Farley. What the hell were we talking about? Mortal Kombat? Yeah. So personality-wise, we're talking about Sonya was about as good as the original Sonya.
She was okay, yeah.
She was in the background and did her lines good enough to get her to the next scene. I didn't care, really.
She was passable, I guess. I mean, for Sonya Blade.
Yeah. Throwing out Johnny Cage, I was like, where's Johnny Cage at? Then I realized, oh yeah, Kano's playing Johnny Cage this episode.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Which made me sad because Johnny Cage is my boy. I've always loved him.
And you get the little teaser bump at the end. They're going to bring him in for the actual tournament later on.
If they do a second one.
Well, because...
They'll probably do a second one.
So, okay, I guess before we start doing this comparison breakdown, I guess we should even go back even further and talk about... We all know what the original was. We saw it. It was the tournament. It was the first tournament. It was the movie it was the first tournament put in movie format loosely based on the first video game.
Very loose. Yeah. Because it wasn't like Liu Kang fighting every single character one after another.
Well, yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah. Very loose.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
The bullet points were there. That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
As long as you follow the outline.
But this
character
one,
fight.
This one never got to a tournament.
Sold?
And I didn't know if there was going to be another movie. I thought this was going to be it. And so when I watched this movie going, there's no tournament, I'm like, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
and
the lack of tournament is like, is it going to get to one? Like,
I caught myself during this remake going, hurry up a couple of times, going, come on, get to it.
Let's get to the tournament.
Yeah, come on.
I'm tired of watching the main character lose in cage fights back to back to back to back to back.
And be boring as shit.
I'm sorry. I'm tired of watching the hero just get his ass kicked through the entire damn movie.
And be boring as shit.
And be boring while getting his ass kicked. I never wanted to see him get his ass kicked so bad he doesn't come back for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, man. Like, honestly, I kind of wish that when he walked, like, Jax told him to go meet Sonya there and she kind of attacks him in the little graveyard thing. It was.
Should have just shot him in the face.
Yeah, she just shot him in the fucking face and taken his tattoo right then and there.
Good movie. Go.
Yeah. We just follow Sonya. You guys want to
make her the character? Oh.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to make every movie a female protagonist anyway? Go ahead and do it. We like Sonya Blade. She's a great fucking character.
Killer.
She's got a lot of... Hey... You guys are so about using other things, established soapboxes, right? There's a character that's got a lot of pedigree to soapbox to run off of. Hell, man, you could have fucking put in her. You could have just skipped the old generation and made this reboot the new generation, picking up after like 10 or 11, and had Cassie Cage be your protagonist. Dude, I would have rather watched Cassie Cage than that wet fucking blanket, whatever. I can't remember his name. Tonfa fucking golden chest asshole. Like,
What was with that?
I don't know. Somebody watched Kung Fu Hustle before making this movie.
Sorry, man. The first Steppenwolf was already done. We don't need to see it a second time in gold. Thank you very much.
Gold LeMay outfit.
Gold LeMay, Steppenwolf. At least Steppenwolf could fight. Mr. Lead character get his ass whooped all day.
Yeah, I wish they had made.
What's your superpower? Get my ass kicked.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I can take punches. The end.
I get it. You kind of wanted to.
The fight only ends when someone else ends it for me, like my wife with a battle axe.
Now we say all this, but at the same time, if this was either a terrible first movie or a really good prequel. You know what I mean? This was a good pilot episode.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, as much as I'm ragging on it, I did think.
Oh, I was entertained by it.
It was entertaining as shit because. Sorry, all the kung fu shit was great. I enjoyed all the kung fu shit. The fighting was a million times better than the original. So much better. The fatalities, oh god. The Kung Lao one.
The little references is like I had to go look at some of the characters. I forgot who Rico was. Like for a second, I got him confused with like that other black dragon guy that no one remembers. I can't remember his name right now. But I got Rico confused with him.
That proves our point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know the Harpy girl because she was from the Deadly Alliance, and Deadly Alliance is fucking awful.
I enjoyed that one, but they didn't do her very much justice at all because she's also a vampire chick. And
yeah,
it's kind of cool because
they made her like a harpy.
Yeah, they did her weird because she was a vampire pretty much in Deadly Alliance, and like she'd jump onto the character and like bite them, and then they'd slowly bleed out while you're still fighting, which I thought was kind of cool. So I was hoping to see more like, I don't know, watch your vampire bite somebody or do something more than just nothing.
It's kind of cool watching Kung Lao get his soul sucked though.
Oh yeah.
I did like the fact that they didn't put a lot of blue on Bihan. They made him more black since he is more known for being Noob Saibot.
Mm-hmm.
And also kind of maybe foreshadowing his transition to Noob Saibot, because I know they killed him in this movie, but you're not going to go make a bunch of movies without Sub-Zero being in every single one of them.
Oh, no.
And if you guys have ever played Mortal Kombat, you know that
the first Sub-Zero becomes Noob.
Bihan died after the first tournament, and the subsequent ones, after the second one, we had the little stripe on his face. That's his brother.
Yeah, it's the second one, yeah.
So, who's a nice guy, not a shithead like Bihan was.
Beyonce. But like, I'm just thinking like character-wise, comparing the original with this one, I think they did Scorpion better in this one,
Scorpion
at least for the bit that you saw him, because he seemed like he was just a kung fu badass which, hell yeah, that's Scorpion.
Well, he was just a henchman in the other movie.
Yeah, they just made like a henchman. I didn't dig that.
In this one, they made him basically the main character because it was about his lineage and his line. I was kind of watching going, Scorpion was never this fucking important.
No.
He became that way because he liked the ninja
Everyone
characters.
really liked the character, yeah.
But Sub-Zero is just...
Prior to that, it was all Liu Kang, yeah.
I prefer Sub-Zero to Scorpion personally, but actually I'd say that back because I'm better with Scorpion because Scorpion's moveset has never changed in every game. It is still
back punch.
It is still down back low punch to do the fucking teleport. It is still, back to do, I mean, those moves have never changed for Scorpion.
Yeah.
And God bless you for it, guys. I appreciate that. I am stupid and can't remember a new moveset every few years, okay?
Continuity. We like it.
Dude, those little down to back things you gotta like slide through, you know what I mean? Like you start down and go to the back or whatever. The roll.
I hate the roll. That's why I never liked Street Fighter, because I did not get the rolls right.
Yeah, I was about to say those were hard as shit on a D-pad as a little kid.
Yes.
You never do anything
you had
right
to get the right motion. Mm-hmm. Mortal Kombat took that away.
Thumbsticks came out. Great. Thumbsticks made that so much easier.
Well, yeah. Then again, also that game was originally made for arcade, so you had like the joystick kind of thing.
Yeah. But yeah, modern gaming, when they brought the joystick to the console, was the best thing that could have happened to our little your little flayed thumb on your little 8-year-old thumb trying to do those little scrolls. Yeah.
The
N64 playing guitar? No, man. I've been trying to do sonic booms for years.
No, the N64, this is what did that to me. Too much Mario Kart and GoldenEye.
That's why your little kid, the only special you could do was like Blanca's electricity or Chun-Li's kick or E Honda's hand because it was just mashing a button over and over again.
Spam it. You come to me.
Oh, speaking of spamming, did you get a kick out of the Caden or the Kano? Was it Kung Lao or was it Liu Kang sparring match? It was Liu Kang where he does the sweep over and over again.
No Harry Potter. Cute. Real cute. Let's see you try that again. That the only move you know, mate? Ah, no.
Yeah.
I was like, of all
He keeps sweeping him.
Of all the Easter eggs to throw in there, that's got to be one of my favorites. Like you saw, like, you know, was it Nighthawk on the back thing on the little picture? Like, oh, that's neat. But to see them put in a movie the thing your little brother did to you and pissed you off because you were
So
playing and practicing and you were
much.
so good at it, and he picked it up for the first time, just kept sweeping you, and you couldn't get out of the fucking corner. Oh, I guarantee you that scene gave at least half my generation PTSD just watching it.
Not me, because I was the one doing the sweeping. So I was like,
Sure
yeah,
did.
get him. That's how you win.
Pass me a fucking egg roll.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm gonna start screaming at you when I'm annoyed at you.
Pass me an egg roll.
Pass me a fucking egg roll.
I like it.
Dude, the whole time watching that, could you all like all I could picture was Jai Courtney playing the role because he was Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad doing the same shitty Australian accent.
I also really like that guy playing that character too.
I couldn't get past Kano just looking like Sami Zayn. Like,
Mortal Kombat. So
At
All
least
right.
Goro looked better.
I was fond of the Ninja Turtle style Jim Henson Muppet Goro.
I was too.
But here's the
I
thing.
really was.
Here's the thing though. The way he moved and the way that he kind of acted was better, but the way they did him was fucking wrong. I did not like the way they did Goro at all. There's like no, like, Goro's a big deal. Like, in the first Mortal Kombat, like, even in the game.
Goro's the Prince of Underworld.
Yeah, the Prince of Underworld. And in the first game,
Oh,
he was
about
like,
to get killed by some asshole in a barn in this movie. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
no, not even by him, by his girlfriend with an axe. And then he ended up finishing the job after she brought Goro down. Again, he couldn't even fight for himself because he gets his ass kicked. Bad character. But no, my thing was in like even in the first one, like even in the game, Goro was like the bigger boss. He was harder than Shang Tsung, in my opinion.
Yeah. Almost.
Much harder.
Yeah.
And so like when they introduced him into the original movie, it's like, oh, this is Goro, big dude. Like they make him a big deal because he is one. It shows him like just laying people to waste to fucking twist a knife by napalm death.
Is it time?
Yes. We've let these humans win enough.
Perfect.
No,
This
they
one-
just shoot with just shadows too, don't
Yeah,
they?
yeah,
You see the
this one-
shadow in the hallway.
Yeah, this one's a shadow. It's like, oh, glad you could make it. Then you don't see him until he pops up in a barn and attacks a guy and then gets killed by the dude's girlfriend. I mean, come on. It's Goro.
We're not saying women can't kill Goro monsters, okay, guys?
That's not what I'm
That's
saying.
not what he's saying. Women can kill Goro monsters as well as men can.
Oh, yeah.
That's not what we're saying.
Definitely.
We all beat the
We
game with
didn't
Sonya
even
Blade
get
and Katana.
The two-hand, forehand
No,
smash.
he didn't even do that. Didn't do the smash. Nothing. And like my thing was
yeah, and you expect
the
that
main
with the original
character
movie
who
'cause-
took on Goro couldn't take on Goro. So like it's not a strike against her. Clearly, she should have fought Goro. Because he couldn't.
Yeah, she should get the mark.
He'd been like, I'll take care of these dishes because you're currently doing dishes, which I don't know why they had her doing dishes. It's like, I'll take care of those. You want to fight the monster for me because you're better than I am.
Yeah,
Well,
doesn't she get Goro's mark?
She should have got Goro's mark.
And I don't know what the
That's a plot hole I wanted. Oh,
yeah, what's the succession order and the Dracon? Is that their species? Is something like that? Something dragon related because they're half dragon.
Yeah.
Well, whatever his species is, like, what's their succession plan? Like, if you kill the leader, do you get to take over? Like, is she Prince of Outworld now? And then we just haven't.
I'd say she earned it.
She
I mean,
has-
Wait for the next movie.
She has a legitimate claim to
Oh,
the throne.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, though. If he wants to say, oh, well, I
Oh,
was
his
the one that
wife's
did the...
name? Kitana.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun.
Like, I'm just saying, like, yeah, she gets a claim. She can claim it. But if he's like, oh, well, I killed him, be like, okay, well, you want to fight? Because I know for a fact I'm going to kick your ass.
So,
Just like everyone else you've walked up to.
I'm going to derail it to a second. Another bad guy character that I thought got done dirty here. Killing off Melina before introducing Katana.
Yeah. Also, the fact they kind of showed was it a Tarkatan? Is that what they're called?
Tarkatan Warrior.
Yeah, the
Something
Tarkatan
like
Warriors.
that. I'm probably mispronouncing that too, but she's
Yeah. Showing her like that before introducing Baraka is weird to me.
This
but
movie was all for fans who knew these things already. None of this movie was made for someone who doesn't know about Mortal Kombat already.
right. But I
There's not a
figured
lot of- which is fine because not a lot of it's explained. Why does this bitch have a giant, like, scary mouth? Who knows? Okay, because she's a clone of a woman who we don't even meet in this.
they
who's never
talk about her.
mentioned-
They mention her vaguely.
They vaguely mentioned. I don't remember that.
Very vaguely, saying there were 2 daughters from.
She's a clone of her with mixing with
Yeah.
the blood of a species that we didn't see in this movie.
Exactly. Yeah, I at least like to see the species.
So I guess we can say, like, obviously with obviously with time, technology gets better. They can put a better looking movie out there. You can have the lore has grown so much that the Mortal Kombat's become its own kind of. It's become an established thing to where you can make a movie like this where you make a lot of in references without explaining because people get it. But the problem with putting Melina out there and then killing her off before introducing Katana, it makes both of their stories completely useless.
It does. It
Because-
almost makes you not even really want to see
Because
Katana because you kind of need to know who she is before you actually really understand Melina.
all right, you want to know what the relationship, or for those guys who don't know what Mortal Kombat is or don't watch it, yeah, right. Melina and Katana's relationship is just it's Gamora and Nebula from Avengers.
Yeah.
That's exactly it right there.
Yeah. Wow, that's a really good way to put it without even actually. Yeah.
Except for Melina has less redeeming qualities than Nebula does.
That's true. But that's because she's part Baraka.
She never turns around to be good or wanting him back. She just always wants to kill fucking Katana for being the real version, not a fucking clone mixed with a monster.
And having normal, flat teeth.
We haven't really talked much about the original movie in comparison. We've mostly just been complaining about this remake. And
which is sad because I'm complaining about it, but I still liked it.
I did too.
That's the thing is I liked it. I'm talking shit because I care and I like it, but I wanted more.
The way that they had brought it out, does it help it any? Yes, we knew that Sub-Zero was contracted for 5 movies if the first one did well.
Really?
I
didn't know any of that.
Yeah, what wasn't known was that the original plan from the director was to make number 2 and 3 the tournament.
See,
now
better.
that means what you're saying is right with this being a decent prequel,
a decent pilot episode.
Yeah, so you're
because
right.
I was
So
watching this the
that's a
entire
good-
time because like it's a weird phenomenon. You're right. I was yelling at the screen, bored at sometimes, pissed off at sometimes, yet I still enjoyed a lot of the movie.
It's weird how I hated it and loved it at the same time.
Yeah. This movie was enough of it was a loving tribute done by people who obviously care about the product. And I think most of my annoyances, like you said, were going into it thinking this was going to be the movie. And you're like,
it would be
where's the fucking
tournament,
movie?
Instead of Shang Tsung trying to do a Black Ops.
But no, I'd like, let's kill Sub-Zero off here. Let's kill Bihan off here. So we can probably bring back his noob Cybot, introduce our protagonist Sub-Zero in the next movie. Aces.
Fine.
Makes sense that Johnny Cage wouldn't be wrapped up in this shit because Johnny Cage doesn't care enough to go train somewhere.
He's not going to go train.
He's going to come to the tournament once he gets an invite because it looks good for his thing, just like fucking Frank Dukes when he made up, everything in Bloodsport.
Yeah.
I guess if he can't nut punch Goro, since Goro got killed with an axe in a barn, I guess he can do that to Mintaro? Or is it Kintaro or Mintaro?
Kintaro. But they got to bring back his 6-armed uncle that was in the third or second game. It was the 6-armed one that was tiger stripes.
Isn't that who that was?
No.
No, he was a centaur. The one thing is a centaur.
Yeah, Kintaro was the centaur.
He's a centaur. Moloch. Nope, that's Deadly Alliance.
Moloch's the gremlin.
The big thing with the rock. Yeah, the big rock.
Guys, stop making so many damn characters. We can't remember. I was alive for the original Mortal Kombat to come out. I remember it coming out. I remember the controversy. You had 7 characters on the screen? 7 characters on the screen.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Duroc.
Duroc, Dinosaur Hunter?
Duroc is a Perfect place.
Kintaro was the Tiger Stripes one.
Wait,
Which
Kintaro
one?
was the Tiger Stripe one?
Oh, you're right. So what was the Minotaur name?
I won. I was asking for that.
Stole that from Leather Jacket Guy. Fuck you, too.
Other jacket guy.
Yeah, it's a YouTube channel you guys should check out called Are You Having That? Irish dude from Ireland and his buddy get drunk and do stuff. Botaro.
Motaro.
There's a Motaro and a Kintaro?
Yes. Motaro is the centaur.
So I was right
Look, if
with
you're gonna
both
do the
names.
If you're going to do the same like
Just so I
naming
got the-
patterns, they at least have to be from the same species, right? Like
It's like having a Sub-Zero and a Pub-Zero. Come on.
like Kintaro and Motaro are both the same species. You can't be two separate species, then Goro being the odd guy out. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb. Yeah, have a similar
And then
name.
you got Shiva.
And then Shiva. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. And why was Shiva so much smaller than him? I call bullshit on that. That's sexist, man. That's sexist design play there, sirs.
It's weird because we got to take them into two separate things because one is a tournament. The other one is Shang Tsung doing a Black Ops thing to stop the tournament.
Yeah, and I get that.
Shang Tsung's doing a heist.
So
It's a Shang Tsung heist movie.
I just want the scene where Sub-Zero's like, you son of a bitch, I'm in.
That's why he's in because they didn't
Yeah.
show why he was a part of it.
That's true.
That happened. It's
Son
just
of
like
a bitch.
he's like, I got a heist idea. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
It's like, I don't want to do it.
Oh,
I'll
he
suck your
spilled
soul
it out
out.
in ice and it turned to snow. It's like, son of a bitch, I'm in. Shimmer, jazz hands. That's what happened. Shang
Sub-Zero
Tsung
loves,
was like, I
Bihan
like your
loves
style.
pageantry. If nothing else, he loves pageantry.
I like your style. You're definitely the Brad Pitt to my George Clooney.
I need you, but you gotta die first.
We need you to
Son
die.
of a bitch. I'm in.
Son of a bitch, man.
I'll need you to die for me.
Also, a nice
I'll
touch
die
though,
for you, Shang Tsung.
as far as Sub-Zero goes at Bihan. Notice how like they actually with only a scene, like a split second scene, and then the rest of the movie showed his transition and control of his powers. Like as early on, he was like touching the way, but they go to murder like Scorpion and stuff, and he's like, it looks like it still hurts him, and he can't really control. It's like icing up, and he can't really.
Yeah, because he's bleeding from his hand.
Yeah, and then eventually, he's by the end, he's making his weapons, and he's hundreds of years old, I guess, for whatever extended life.
However
abilities
that
he's got.
works.
however
Yeah,
that works.
I don't.
But yeah, I liked how that subtly was
hanging
just
out
like,
in Outworld
hey,
makes you
he's
not-
become a master as opposed to a rash. He was obviously still a leader back then, but he was still trying to learn to control himself. And the fact that it's not that way.
We're still an hour and 20 minutes in and we're not done.
What do you want? What do you want?
More beef.
What have we done at any fucking moment? What else needs to be said about this? We've got a lot of good material here. We've talked about
We got
the movie
stuff.
plan.
I mean, the first one had like the tournament and there's like a boat.
Look,
And
they're not much to say about the first one. We've seen the first one. Chris Flambert is a great character actor, and all the people that were in there were just fine, but they're mostly pretty forgettable. Liu Kang was better than the.
Johnny Cage is never forgettable. You will look at the ground when you speak to me. What color are my eyes? Don't look at my face. Johnny Cage. Cha. Oh, wait. Cha. He has glasses. Johnny Cage has glasses. 2 of them. 1 for each eye.
Anything else to say about these movies, man? Like, I guess the capper is the original is a nice campy fun, but like if you didn't grow up with it, you probably won't enjoy it. If you don't really love Mortal Kombat a whole lot, know a lot about it, you might not get a whole lot as much out of this new one as we did. But then again, you might not have the same expectations. You might be disappointed by the same things we were. You may just go in and have a great time with it.
Yeah.
I recommend both, obviously, but the original I think is more suited for those of us who got some nostalgia for it. Or if you just like 80s and 90s schlock fest movies that aren't bad movies, but they're just campy and goofy as shit, especially with modern standards.
Yeah.
It's worth watching.
It definitely had a lot of camp to the original one, which, then again, when I was 8,
Greatest
9
line in
years
the whole-
old, it was good.
The greatest line in the whole fucking like the greatest line in any of the movies, even the remake, was Chris Lambert look at them and going,
Fate of billions will depend upon you. Sorry.
great movie, man. And the original was fun in a lot of ways. And I say great movie. It's not a great movie. None of these movies are great, but
It's okay. They're both passable.
I would give it the original more than passable. The first one, they're both more than passable. They're both enjoyable.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things to complain about in this original or in this remake because we're like, is this the movie we're getting? Because if so, this is terrible.
Yeah, the way that they brought about in marketing.
Yeah, marketing did not do this thing
Yeah.
favors.
No, they did not.
But if it's a pilot, basically, essentially for a launching pad for more movies, this one was great.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good first start.
Yeah, man. It's
a good first start.
Like,
Just make sure Goro wakes back up and comes back for the second one because we need him done good.
Imagine they put this out as a prequel or like an issue 0 type thing. You know what I mean? After you put out the tournament movie and you went back and had this one, might not get as much flack. You know what I mean? But I mean, you got to set things up for people who aren't Mortal Kombat fans. So I get why they did what they did. I don't think I don't think, like, we're complaining about it, but I don't think they took a misstep. I think they did what they should have done, but it's a hard road to walk. And you're going to have to get past this point to get to the stuff we really want to see. And so you're going to have people kind of looking at you sideways because you do it the right way, but you went the long way around, which is fine. We don't have people doing that anymore. So I kudos to them, but we're going to see where you go next to make sure that it was all worth it.
They also did a lot in this remake with a very small cast for that matter too. Because you keep in mind, like the way they did it, it was basically a skeleton crew.
Yeah, I mean, because the only people on screen I remember were Kano and Kano. So yeah, it was only one person. It was a one-man show.
Yeah.
A tiny cast.
Carried the whole thing on his back.
Yeah, he did. And his one broken eye. And all he wanted was a fucking egg roll.
All he wanted was an egg roll. If they gave him the egg roll, they would have had a tournament.
It's fine. That's why you buy the family pack. You don't just rely on the egg roll that comes with the meal. You got to buy the extra family pack.
You got to get the pack of the egg rolls. Yeah. That's where they messed up.
All right. I'm looking forward to seeing where this series goes. I hope that HBO goes ahead and
if they do another
pushes
one
forward with the rest of them. In summation, I think that we got 50-50 with the recasting. A lot of it kind of sucked, and a lot of it was, I wouldn't say any of it was better.
I think the casting was fine. I think the writing needed work for the character development.
Do you think the actors were just let down by what they were given?
I think they were just given a flat line of,
because Raiden was
here's the thing.
Awful.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. They were focused more on the action scenes, the fatalities, that kind of stuff. So when you try and put dialogue in there, that's not really your main focus.
That's fine. But
so that's what I think.
Interesting and engaging when they are talking. Like, these guys
suck. Yeah, that's my thing, is they probably put more thought into the action and Kano than the rest of the characters. Which is fine, because I think the actual actors would have been. I think the actors themselves looked at it fine.
If they had given half a shit as much as the Kano actor did, it would have been better. That guy was giving it all out there. He was chewing that fucking scenery like Jeremy Irons in Dungeons and Dragons.
God. Yeah,
man.
he was a glorified Gary Oldman.
Loved it. Loved every second of it. Would go back and watch him more. And glad
absolutely.
they didn't kill him off. So
I would definitely go for a Kano movie with him playing Kano, without a doubt.
Yeah, he was the best thing in that film.
No doubt about it.
I'm looking forward to seeing where they take Bihan, if they make him Noob Saibot, who they bring in for the next Sub-Zero, how that works out. How it works out. They're making Scorpion's family like the main focus for some reason. I don't really care about your main character. Just get away from that and go back to...
Dump him. Switch him out for Johnny Cage, please.
Just go back to the main plot line. Focus on Liu Kang and make that Liu Kang actor display just the modicum of personality. And there we go.
See the first one. See the remake. Skip the second one and don't watch Cannibal Holocaust.
And here's hoping that the subsequent movies are pretty good, man. Yeah, this Mortal Kombat.
I think they might be. If they keep on this, I think it might be.
It's a fun property that allows you a lot of leeway because the plot's been going on for like 11 video games now, so it's gotten awfully convoluted, and they've had to come back and like tie it all up and retcon it and bring it back in.
Yeah, there's been a lot of retcon, like the Liu Kang being dead but not dead later.
Well, they took it back to 9 after Annihilation. They took it in and did the time travel bit to try and change the timelines. We got multiple, because anytime things go too far, get out of hand, you guys, and if it's sci-fi, you're like, oh, it's a fair way to go back in time and create a divergent timeline so we can do our own thing in this new timeline, which it's fine, but it's been done to death at this point. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing the next one. There was some stuff in this one that was goofy, but I mean, the original one was just all goofy. But I mean, we were little kids, so we didn't know any better. We enjoyed it.
It was all camp, but then again, it screamed the era that it came out. Too.
Oh, yeah.
It was a product of its time.
The Matrix is the only movie that better captured the terribleness of an era better. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining this episode of Reanimated. I know this was a little more unconventional. We didn't kind of go scene by scene, break stuff down for you, but again, Mortal Kombat is at this point in time one of those things that's so ingrained in our culture that you know it or you don't. And comparing the original to this remake is really hard to do because the original is kind of cemented itself in this wonderful little niche camp place that it came out right when it was hot, when Mortal Kombat was hot, and it couldn't fail. And it didn't, especially when you compare it to the fucking Street Fighter 2 movie, which was, God rest Raul Julian's sweet, sweet soul, was a terrible flick. But
oh yeah,
the original was good for its time and what it was. And it's worth keeping it on that pedestal as that original and revering it for what it is, not to mention that techno soundtrack.
oh, so good.
But this new one, you're going to go into as a fan, and a lot of times you're going to be frustrated with some of the things you see, but it's not going to detract you to the point where you don't want to keep watching it because it is still very, very entertaining.
It ebbs and flows.
But go watch it because, and I'm not going to say go watch it because the next one's going to be great. I don't know if the next one's going to be great. Hadn't come
Or
out
if there
yet.
even will be a next one. We don't know.
But it's worth supporting this one so we do get the next one and we do get to see where they go with it. Because I think that they've built enough credibility with this movie, and they've done enough goodwill with what they did give us that they've earned the right to present their full vision to us.
Which I'd like to see.
Yeah. Yeah. They've earned the right to give us the tournament.
Give me the fucking Mortal Kombat Snyder cut. AT&T.
Play it out. So how do you mother for me? Keep going.
Oh, I just turned it off.
Do more.
I don't know how to.
You know, Theon Greyjoy was about to get popped in the head by John Wick going, this ain't the worst shit I've been through.
I'll take John Wick over Ramsey any day.